welcome back my gardening friends. I'm finding that a great deal useful. So let's have a look around now at the end of May tour and what we're going to be up to in June. So if you haven't actually seen my portable recycled solar panel watering system, then just check out the card or the end screen at the end. And I found this really useful. It's a little bit of a dampish morning, but we must keep watering the vertical garden because even if we get rain at the top, it doesn't always reach the ones below. But the vertical garden is looking really good at the moment, and it won't be long before we're having plentiful harvests. Square foot gardening, we've got the carrots there, so we've got 3 lots of carrots, purple dragon, Danvers 126, and these are all from the SHEDWARS Scarlet Nantus, and they're all, I believe, started to grow. Just planted a few in each one. Lettuce is coming of abundance. I'm keeping the come on, let's have a look. Yeah, the curled mustard cut right back so we can get the new shoots. I can get the last of the brassicas planted so that we can fill this up and put the square foot gardening bed wood in and get some more successional sowing done. Let's go back to plot 1. And what a month it's been. April, we had the days of most frost, which was every day, and May was the wettest. So the plants don't know what's going on, but I'm happy to say that we do have quite a few fruits on the trees. Apples, and these are the pears. We have a few cherries. The eggs have hatched into chicks now, and you can hear the bird going mad at me this morning. And surprise, surprise, we may even have some plums. Lots of strawberries and lots of hidden weeds as well. I'm really struggling to keep on top of the weeds at the moment. And I do need to get into the wildlife garden, just to do a bit of thinning out maybe, so to give some of those other seeds a bit of a chance. But of course the strongest will always survive. The compost bin is filling up, and I've tried to add cardboard, but the worms aren't liking this one little bit, and they are hot. I can feel them. They're the heat that's coming out. I'm going to have to leave this undone and risk Mr. Ratty paying a visit. But there's plenty of worms there. If they decide to drop out into the wood chips, they can do a little bit of mulching for me. The comfrey started to flower, so it won't be long before we take one of these. And the bumblebees are enjoying it, which is great to see. The last bit of compost, we've got a pile there mixed. I will be cutting some holes into these barrels that I picked up, plastic. We'll cut some holes in the sides, not the bottoms, to create a reservoir. And I'll pop those strawberries that we've got in the grow room, the ones that we sliced off, those giant strawberries, to see how they do. Mr. Bunny, you've been on the beer. Oh, I see. You're playing with the red ants. That's not good. Go and get a wash. Just trying to sort out the banana skins and trying to label everything up so I can find it easily, and the leaves are dropping nicely. There's 19 1-ton bags in here. There's 20 1-ton bags in here from 2019, and I've been keep adding to the compost fines, and we've got to calculate those before I move them into the bins, or Jacko from Jacko's Allotment takes it all with him. I'll keep an eye on him. I'll drop a video in on the world's greatest potato medium experiment. As we perhaps expected, the grass cuttings haven't done great, but we've got something showing in the just the straw, and I'll have to bring these labels to the front, but you can see some are doing better than others. Good morning, Mr. Robin. But we'll do them more in depth, and we can see some are more lusher than others, and some have just didn't like what we put them in, which is what everyone actually said. I don't normally let my weeds get that big. Oh dear, dear. Get it out the root, by the root. Let it compost down there. The only trouble with homemade compost, but these are doing okay, and it won't be long before we can have a little look at these. We'll do a review, an update, and we'll open those doors. But the labels are still doing well. That has really surprised me. Now the weather is predicted to get quite warm. I'll take these street lighting covers off these, and we'll get some supports in. I did bring 2 of the cucumbers out of the grow room, and they don't like it. This one's looking okay. That was the Market More from the seeds we received from SHEDWARS. I do like to weed as I go, so that's why I keep getting tempted to pull a few out. The wet May has helped the succulents out a little bit. I've been wanting to do that for about 3 years. William Coleman likes his succulents, and when I found these pots, they are stone, I thought that would be ideal. Need to get the waterfall up and running again. I normally use that 12 volt whale pump that we use for the vertical garden, so we'll have to swap and change. The structure that we built around here is helping to keep this rhubarb up in the air, and we're getting some really nice sticks of rhubarb, and it has been going to seed. I've not been lucky enough for it not to, but I keep breaking the seed stems off, and it keeps coming. You can see a hole there where we've taken a few, and the autumn fruiting raspberries are now coming on great. We've got a few coming outside, so if they're out of the limits and they're runners, suckers, I'll be pulling those out. And any more weeds, still haven't rolled those up. Plenty of flowers on the black currants, but yeah, I can see loads of weeds down there. Mustn't let it get out of hand. One of the jobs for May was to get the net sown and up, but this horrible weather, cold April, wet May, the giant cabbages are going to seed. These are the green cabbages. I've looked inside there, and I've got the seed head there. I'm not sure whether I'm going to let one go to seed to save some, but the mushrooms are loving it. I'm going to take it that one is going to seed as well. That one's definitely gone to seed. It's a different variety, which looks okay at the moment. This is the world record strain that got the world record last year. And this one looks okay at the moment. The red cabbages do seem to do a little bit better. That's one of my seeds. It's not produced anymore because I think it used to produce all the pups, so they stopped doing it, but it made a real good cabbage for eating. And where are the labels for the onions? Oh, don't say I didn't do them. Anyway, we've got one variety at the back. Oh, hang on, here we go. So we've got the rumba onion set at the back and the stir on at the front, just to share. And I might get a few radishes in here now. Now these are going to seed, they're not going to spread out, but just making use of the space. And the bindweed, we like to get those out as quick as we can. Obviously you can see that's just a seed, that's probably a bit of bird poop. But it doesn't matter if there's any soil left on there because it goes into the wood chips, and in the future they'll be harvested for the beds. I haven't fastened this down properly, but I did manage to get this edge all cleaned up, and you can see I've done it through to plot 3 as well. It just makes it look tidier, easier for the man with a mower to keep the grass down. It's not such a good idea to put the fruit bushes right next to the edge of the cage. They're coming through here, but there's plenty of fruits on the other side that we can harvest later on. So these will be the red currants. Here's the delicious white currants. They're not as many as last year, but we can't grumble. I've removed the one stalk there that didn't survive, and we've got nettle there. Keep those out, try and get them out by the roots. It's all fresh, look, it's from seed. No roots. I have weeded in here, but it's been so wet. Any weeds that I pulled and left have rooted down again. Summer fruiting raspberries. They're just starting to open up now. And the gooseberries down at the bottom. Are fattening up. I hope they haven't fattened up too early, but they've been drawing out up all the moisture, extra moisture they've had. So it'll be an interesting year to see how things have progress with the different weather conditions we've had. Very unpredictable. Black currants, and no issues with any aphids at the moment. I did make a good job of the weeding. I left these purposely for you. These are the black currants, and look at how many babies we've got here. There are hundreds and hundreds. Easily propagated. Just get them in pots, and within a couple of years you'll have bushes like this. I haven't had time to get these straps up, and probably won't now. So much to do. Keeping on top of everything. So it won't be long before we're really harvesting full steam ahead. Abundance of gooseberries this year. All the asparagus crowns survived. Those two are the spares, and they've survived. So we've got plants at each station. We'll let those grow, go to seed, and hopefully next year we may be able to get a wee harvest. The Cavine grow bags, that's out the grow room, and those were planted on the 16th of January, so we'll get a reveal on that have a look. I can't see any potatoes near the windows. We'll open the pouch at the front, see if there's any potatoes there, and we'll have a proper look at it to see how they've done. The peas, they didn't like the wind. Mr. Robin's just come back again. Never ever far away. These are the field beans, the green manure. I'm looking forward to seeing what they taste like, and find a space. We plant something. There's a heritage variety there, and this on the west side. You can see they've all just been blown absolutely everywhere, but they are perking up. I can get those up the canes, and these canes are the raspberry canes. They're 3 years old now, so any raspberry canes, when you cut them down, pick the best, get them dried out, and they make ideal pea supports. This is the old soil from the Jerusalem artichokes in the bags and in the containers, and you can see they do grow. I've got now they're growing, I can sort the soil out, pull all the roots out, anything that's growing. So we move up a row, and we've got the cabbages here. So we've got the brassicas, should we say, Crispus F1, Catskill sprouts, cauliflower purple of Sicily, for head SHEDWARS, a heritage variety, and then we've got graffiti F1, and I've got my first purple cauliflower. Sunday lunch is going to be interesting. Like I said before, find a space, we plant in it. The beetroot are looking nice now. These are the turnips, ideal purple top Milan, and unfortunately Joyce's cabbages are also going to seed on these. But again, I may save one of seed, and we've got radishes wherever we can get them. And we've got a sugar prince, again, heritage from SHEDWARS. Broad beans, Bunyard's exhibition, looking a lot better. And we've got some beans there. So it won't be long before we get a few. Marie curries. Broad beans, flowers are beautiful, and again we've got some beans there, so I'm going to save a lot of these beans, but it looks like we've got plenty of flowers, so we'll be able to eat some as well. The golden gourmet shallots, they're looking very nice. Swedes, purple top again, just got a few there, don't want too many, and some more beetroot. Successionally sown. These were sown after the ones you saw earlier, and they've caught up. And here's some more of Joyce's big red cabbages, and that one's actually hearting up. I'm not sure about that one. This is where we had the kale and claret sprouting broccoli. Cleaned this bed up, topped it up, added a few little goodies in there, give it a good watering, and I found a volunteer asparagus, another one from a bird poop probably. I see time is ticking on again. My permanent potato bed, these were planted in the autumn, they're all coming up. These were planted in April, the condor, so we won't see those for a while. So they're all growing and frost free by the look of it. Courgette, Romanesco courgette, easy pick gold, they're under there, keeping warm. A lot of the onions there that are going to seed, that we wanted to go to seed. And there's the parsnips. I'll be doing a parsnip reveal in June. That's this year's parsnips, sown in April. And we've got carrots there, sweet candle, baby chantenay, in there, just scattered about. That's a free bed. It was carrots last year, so we'll leave that one for something else. And then we've got the sweet candle there on the 27th of May. We sowed 2 boxes at the same time, and there's the previously sown carrots. We've got the ends and the sides on the and the cover on the polytunnel. It survived the high winds. Guttering is on. Thank you very much for all the advice on that. And we got it planted up, and it won't be long before we get the canes in to get all these supported. And I don't think it'll be long before we get some strawberries in here. I'm not going to water these too much because, as you know, if any plant feels it's going to die, it produces fruit or veg. So we'll see how those get on. And lots and lots of runners. We'll be collecting those because this variety is Sweetheart. I've actually labelled it up as well. And the onions are the Red Baron as a companion planting. Still not brought my cucumbers up for in here. I'm going to leave it another week or two. It's still not perfect for them. All the barrels, well, the ones that we've got sorted, have all got the siphoning pipes in, so they're all connected, running across. And I've got this one in, but it's just slightly wobbed over a bit, and it's just overflowing. But we're within 10 mil of the top anyway, so not too fussed. And my intentions are to pop another barrel in, fill it up, and see where the water lies, and just eye it through a little bit, and we'll work our way up there as and when we've got the water. Cut the holes, limit the amount of sunlight, so we've had to just angle it there, and then all the rest will be like this. You just unscrew the cap, use the jigsaw, and then screw the cap in. Minimal light, and then any rain that comes on here trickles round and goes through into there, or the holes in the tops. We don't lose nothing. There's the end panels for those that haven't watched the playlist on those, and we've opened all the windows up there to keep it cool. And there's the hose pipe that I use from a Hoover to direct water from the pipe work there from the main tank at the top to fill these up. So thank you very much, my gardening friends. It's been a busy month, a very wet month, but we managed to get quite a few jobs done. Jobs for June are basically keeping on top of the weeds and anything else that needs doing, basically. Keep on top of the successional sowing, the salad crops. All the carrots are in now. I've got some garlic steeping in water. I'm going to pour a little bit across here, hopefully to keep a few of the bugs away. But we'll see if we get the carrot willow aphid spread by the carrot willow fly. Well, one of the two anyway, but I'll put that in the cards at the end. We'll see what happens this year with the carrots. We've got carrot root fly again. It must be in the beds, so I'm going to have to keep moving the carrots about until we stop that. Many thanks. Thumbs up, thumbs down for the interaction. Sorry it's a long one, but there's lots going on. The birds are enjoying this nice cool morning. Till next time, my friends, happy gardening to you all. Ta-ra for now.